Bonsam jejemia
me bonaba.
Wabonsam jejemia me bonaba me bonaba me jina Yesu echi. Wafaloya. Sedi abofo yi nyamiaje. Sedi abofo yi nyamiaje. Oh, sedi abofo yi nyamiaje. Dada minsume yi na ye. About the Jivajo, hey, Bensume, you are yet, or he no ribo, or he no ribo, or he no ribo, sa very me, yes, no ribo, or he no ribo, or he no ribo, people black, or he no ribo, was sa very me, yes, no ribo, yeah. Fire no, yeah, fire. One can also know you know, no other fuck, baby. When your papa, I am you.
What's that to you?
Oh, Naidi Nana, Betty so, while the friend no say, oh, there, Jaffa tofu, so jig, oh, you're ampa. Oh, Naidi Nana, Betty so, that the Jesus, yea, while the friend no say, oh, hey, a Jaffa tofu, so jig, oh, you're ampa, Metiabon Samso, Metiabon Samso, Nagre Marco Soro, Metiabon Sam, oh, Metiabon Samso, Itamanfo, Metiabon Samso, Munukunu, Nagre Marco Soro, Wasoro, Metiabon, Edane Pragonchi, Wetiabon Samso. What ye nim ye nyamia, Jebeso no dada, Wafren no, Jesus Christ, to me in Arashen. Yedie yenim ye nyamia yebesom no dada baby am ye freni wo frenu Jesus Christ to me nyinara shenensa God in three persons blessed Trinity dada akumemo bie Sawubie wa kume amemi amunjai enum de mo twetwe bia agro na mudi religion kai
difference between
a
Christian guy might say that he loves you, but a man of God will love God more than you. A Christian guy might text you Bible verses or have a tattoo of them, but a man of God will live out those verses and have them written on his heart. A Christian guy might go to church or wear a cross around his neck, but a man of God will see that the highest calling is to give Christ glory. A Christian guy might accidentally compromise your purity, but a man of God will protect it above all else. A Christian guy might seem super attractive, fun, or handsome, but a man of God will have a beautiful heart regardless of his looks. A Christian guy might be content to just take you out, but a man of God will go beyond the superficial and hold you up before God in his prayers all the time. And to be honest, that's something that I'm still working on to this day.
Greetings, family. Okay, I had to play a little bit video so that I will invite people. People will be coming. I'm trying to share the program on my Facebook page and on YouTube and wherever. Okay, so please, when you come, kindly also share the program. Okay, invite people, tag people, so that they can also benefit from our discussions, the program that we are doing here. Okay, yesterday we had a program which I personally, okay, I like it. I like it that we can all come together. We all want the best for ourselves, but then we can disagree on certain issues. Okay, we can see something, and you have a different understanding, and I have a different understanding, but that doesn't make us enemies. I really like that. Okay, when I come here and then I'm sharing my view, and then somebody can also call in who is almost all the time, in my view, the person shares the same view as I do, but in this particular view, the person disagrees. So, and if the person calls me and tells me straight ahead that, you see, this one, it shows that CSF movement is not like Islam, for example, okay, because whatever Muhammad says is finance, but we as human beings in CSF movement, we can agree to disagree, and then if somebody disagrees with you, he can call you out. He can challenge your understanding or whatever you are saying. That is a good thing, because that is the only way we can find the truth. Okay, so I really enjoyed the topic yesterday, because the people who called me, Richard called here, and he disagreed with me, and then he didn't share the same view as I do. Julius Asiedu called here too. Julius Asiedu, thank you very much, because Julius Asiedu is one of the people whom always takes his time to share the videos. I see him sharing all the time my videos too. And then he also called here. He disagrees with me, okay, on my view. He's not like attacking you or personally or something like this. And then Bob Sando, he also sent a comment on the YouTube page saying he disagrees with me, okay, which means the YouTube followers, the CSF people, we the CSF, we are not like a machine, okay? So whatever you disagree with somebody, you can come out and also say your opinion or share your opinion, so that everybody can also we can interact with each other, and that is a very beautiful thing. Okay, nobody is above somebody. Okay? That is a beautiful thing, and I really enjoyed it. So I decided that I will come back today, and then we will maybe proceed further, and then so that we can also discuss about these issues, because there are a lot of people who have something to say too. Okay, it's not always about Islam. I know many people enjoy the teachings from Islam, but many people have also some questions about Christianity and other topics. So I think it will be fair that sometimes you'll be coming here, and then we can be able to also discuss about different topics or different things. Okay. So if you are here, please share this video for us. Tag people, invite people, and if you have any questions, you can also put it in the comment section, or you can call. I'll put the link there so that maybe you can join, and then we can share our views. Okay. So today's topic is about why didn't God show love to Adam and Satan and forgive them too? Okay, because we were speaking about the topic yesterday. In a way, we ended up speaking about love your enemies. Okay, and when it came to this topic, love your enemies, and I was trying to explain it to some people, according to the Christians, when the word say love your enemies, what it meant. And you see, let's have a discussion. Okay, I am trying to speak. Okay, I'll wait for some people to call in, but for the meantime, I will give my perspective. I'll give my point of view. Okay, the book, the Bible. Okay, according to the Bible. So today we are going to speak more about the Bible. Okay, Ibrahim from Sierra Leone. Ibrahim, thank you for joining. Invite people, tag people. Okay, we are going to speak more about the Bible today. Okay, according to the Bible, the purpose of the Bible is to teach you, to correct you, to lead you in a righteous way. Okay, that is the purpose of the Bible, according to the Bible, not according to me. Okay, I think Second Timothy says something like this. The purpose of the Bible is to guide you, to teach you, to lead you to the righteous way. So that is the document, the Bible. But as we all know, or as we all have been brought up, we know what one of the major tools the Europeans used. Okay, one of the major tools they used to keep us I don't know how to enslave us. According to history, one of the major tools they used to enslave us was the Bible, and that is I think I want to say it's a fact, but maybe I am wrong. But I think say 99% on this platform right now will agree with me that 99% that they use to enslave us, it may be on the Bible, from the Bible. Okay, so now this is a clear sign that if they were able, you see, the purpose of the Bible itself was to guide and to lead people in a righteous life. But somebody took it and was able to use it in a negative way, to deceive people, to even harm people, to kill people, to justify what they want to do. They use it in a wrong way. And then we know it is bad. We don't want that, okay? But in the actual sense, people are doing the same thing today, okay? People our Ghanaians, they are still doing the same thing today. They have taken the Bible, like pastors, they call themselves pastors, and they have used the Bible. One example, Chirabosom, he has used the Bible for years. You see now, he has used it for years to achieve his whatever he wants. Now he has come to a standpoint, he has come to a place where he wants to run for president. And then now it is not, you see, he knows the kind of people he's dealing with now. So he's trying to change his strategic and go and so people, the white people, let's say I'm using white just so that people understand what I'm saying. Okay, it's not about the skin color, but the white people used it, not all of them, but those who they used it in a way to conquer us, to make us slaves. But that wasn't the purpose. That wasn't the purpose for the Bible. So the pastors today, they are using it for the same thing. Many people on the street, they are using it to gain what they want to have. So maybe the problem is not the Bible, but it is the way they are using the Bible. Okay, I think that it is clear. For example, let's say you are sick. I gave this an example before. You are sick. I'll put the link there very soon. Okay, but I want to express myself small. Maybe you are sick, and then there is a medicine for your sickness. The medicine is actually there to heal your sickness. But the one giving you the medicine, let's say you live with your uncle, you live with your aunt, you live with your stepmother, you live with your mother, you live with somebody, but that person doesn't like you. Let's say, I'm giving an example, okay? That person wants to only benefit from you. He doesn't. So because you are sick and the person has to give you that medicine, the medicine that the person has to give to you, maybe he has to give you one tablet, just one, but he's always giving you two. So you are having more effect. Instead of you getting healed from your sickness, you are getting more sick. The problem is not the medicine. Okay, the problem is not the medicine, but the one who is giving you the medicine is giving you more than he should give you or she should give you. So now the effect, you are having effect because of the medicine, but it's actually the one who is giving it to you. Just the same way. Okay, so people will use the Bible in a way to benefit themselves and then explain things to you. So if I know a certain verse in the Bible and then a different explanation, I think if I said I am a researcher, I am a researcher. I am researching for the truth for myself. Okay, but if I have found there is a verse in the Bible, and then when you read it plainly, okay, it is very when you read the verse plainly, the explanation is clear. Let me give you an example. Maybe it says, Jesus said, I did not come with peace. Okay, I did not come with peace. When you read this statement and you don't understand the reason why he said that, okay, as soon as you read it, you will say, oh, so how come Jesus is not a good person? He said he didn't come with peace. You see, so if you don't know any understanding of it, and then you read it just like that, you will take it as, okay, literally. But if I know the real meaning of it, I think it is good or it is fair for me to present it to people so that they will judge for themselves, the same way I'm doing with Islam. Most of the Muslims or the Malams in Ghana especially, they will be preaching outside in Ghana and they will be giving a different understanding of the Quran, of what the verse actually meant or mean. So we have a little knowledge, a little bit of knowledge. We go in their sources and then we present what their sources are saying about what the Malam is saying. So we bring a different version so that you would also make your own judgment. You can also see for yourself, oh, this is what the Malam was saying, and this is what his sources are saying. So now it is your duty to choose whatever you want to believe. Okay, what the Malam was saying on the street with no evidence, or what their sources are saying with evidence. That is what I'm trying to do here too for the Christians too. Okay, so whatever verses it is in the Bible, for example, love your enemies, and this is something, if you hear it just like that, it is very difficult for you to think about this. Love your enemies. Why should I do that? Okay, and then maybe there is a different meaning. So we are trying to mix it up here, and then you will get option. Oh, this is what it could mean, and this is what you want to take it, so you can decide for yourself. Okay, and I think we spoke a little bit about yesterday about how you should love your enemies, what it meant. Okay, we will go in the Bible today. The Bible doesn't teach you to be like, when we say love your enemies, that means you know somebody is trying to kill you, and then you go in front of his door and you're trying to give him a hug. It doesn't teach like this, okay? The Bible doesn't teach like this. Let me show you one verse in the Bible which will prove my point, okay? Luke chapter 11. I want to show you something so that people don't know. People don't know. The Bible teaches you to love, but at the same time, it gives you the opportunity to defend yourself too. Okay? I want to put something on the screen for you to see this. You will see. Okay. I'm about to put it on the screen. You will see something. So when we say love your enemies according to the Bible, it is not telling you to be like a doormat for your enemies. Okay, so you'll be like a fool. You know the guy is deceiving you or trying to harm you, and you will still stay there for the person to harm you. That's not what the Bible is saying. Okay, so for example, Luke chapter 11, verse number 21. Okay, this is Luke. In Luke, that is the New Testament. In the New Testament, when a strong man, fully armed, guard his own house, his possessions are safe. So you see how the Bible is teaching you, if a strong man, fully armed, guards his own house, his possessions are safe. So you have your right to guard yourself, fully armed. You see, when we say fully armed, it depends on today, okay? How do you fully arm yourself? Maybe you have a pistol at home. Maybe you have a gun, a big gun. At that time, maybe you have a sword. You have a giant, you see, spear. But today, depending on your whatever, depending on the century you are or the generation you are, what do you consider as fully armed? If you fully armed guard your own house, your possessions are safe. So according to this verse, you are allowed as a Christian, you don't guard your house with the blood of Jesus. You see the logic here? You see, it is in the Bible. The Bible doesn't teach you to stay at home and say Jesus is my weapon or whatever. It doesn't teach you that. It doesn't teach that. You can protect yourself. Your purpose is for protecting yourself. You have to be safe at wherever you are. You see? Okay, so this is a clear sign that the Bible, even if you love your enemies, you have to protect yourself. Your enemy is coming to kill you. It doesn't teach you to stay there because you love your enemy. He can kill you or she can kill you. It doesn't say that. Okay, so the loving your enemy, the example of it, I think we gave a lot of examples yesterday. Okay, your enemy was trying to kill you. Maybe you he wasn't able, and then now you are. I don't know how to say this. I don't know. I've forgotten all my what do I say? How do I say this clearly? Maybe somebody can give a perfect example. Look, I think I gave one yesterday about how maybe you found a child of your enemy in danger, and then because he was your enemy, you could have left his child because it's your enemy. You don't care about him, but you saved the child. Okay, in saving this child, you have shown love to the child, but also shown love to that enemy. So because of that, this could cause that your enemy to have a different thinking about you to make your relationship better. Okay, so showing love to your enemy is not like accepting every gift from your enemy when you know clearly this enemy is trying to kill you. You don't do that. Okay, but today's topic is about why love. Okay, why if you love somebody, why is God not loving Adam and Satan and forgiving them? Okay, my understanding, okay, some people misunderstand the word love. To love somebody doesn't mean you don't punish the person. To love somebody doesn't mean you doesn't give the person you doesn't okay, we discipline, we punish people we love. You love your child, okay? Maybe you are a man like me. I have a child too. I love my kid. I love my wife, okay? So just because you love your kid, your child, your daughter, your son, whatever, you love them. So when your son comes, Daddy, I want a new iPhone. You can afford it. I'm speaking from someone who can afford it. You can afford it. Just because you love your daughter, your son, your daughter is like 7 years old. Daddy, I want the newest iPhone. Okay, you buy it for her. I want the internet unlimited. You give it to her. Daddy, I want to watch movies. You see, I don't want to go to school. You love your daughter, but will you let her do everything? Will you give her your daughter who is like 6, 7, 8 years, 8, 9? Okay, 9 years old. In Islam is already a married woman. So your daughter who is 9 years old, will you give her this freedom of surfing on internet? You won't limit anything because you love her. No, you will say no. Because if you give her that opportunity to be on internet the whole time, the things she's going to see online is going to harm her, definitely. Okay, so even though you love your wife, you won't give everything to your wife. Okay, even though you love your son, you love your child, you won't give her the freedom. You know your son, you love him very much, but you bring him to school in Ghana. You know in school she's going to one day get whipped. Even though you love your son, you brought him to school. So loving somebody doesn't mean you don't punish somebody. Even love someone, you punish him. That is just that. So it is there. Okay, love doesn't mean punishment. And then without punishment, you see, there is good and bad. There is reward and there is punishment. So whatever we do, there is a consequence. Okay, so you do good things, you deserve good things. You deserve your good reward. You do bad things, you will get your consequence. Okay, so when we take to the concept of the God in the Bible, I'm going with the concept of the God in the Bible. Okay, the good and the bad. Jesus said 77 God. We will talk about this. Okay, the good and the bad is a thing that you see. The Bible is not for God. First of all, the Bible itself is not for God. It is for human being, according to the Bible. The Bible is not here to teach God, it's to teach you. Okay, so God is giving you in our human life, we have the good and the bad. So God, according to the Bible, there is heaven and there is hell. That is the good and the bad. There is a reward and there is punishment. So in your system at home that you are as a man, you have a system at home. You have reward and you have punishment. Okay, so the punishment, one is everlasting, it is better, whatever, and one is bad, hell, according to the Bible narrative. So he didn't determine for you to go to hell. That is not what the Bible teaches. The Bible is not like Islam. In Islam, Allah has already determined who will go to hell and who will not. But in Christianity, it's different. Okay, so you going to hell, it is not because of somebody decreed that you go to hell. It is your own your own duty. Okay, for example, let's take this an example. You are in a classroom, a school. The school teacher doesn't hate you. The school teacher wastes his time, come to the school trying to educate people, to help people so that they will grow up to become better people. The school teacher gives you the syllabus. He tries to teach you, explain things to you, doing all sorts of things so that you will pass at least the last year, your final year, you will pass and you will have a good, bright future. Okay, but you as a student, you didn't obey the teacher. You didn't learn for the things that he taught you. You didn't learn. You did not learn. Okay, you were always playing PlayStation, Mortal Kombat, Ashai. You ran from school to do some vagabond things. You never stay in class, and then at the end of the year, or when the examination hall, whatever you wrote on your terminal, on the sheet, the teacher is going to mark you X. When the teacher is marking you X, he's not because he hates you. It is what you did that brought you there. You see now, so the teacher himself doesn't hate you. And when the teacher is also giving you the exams, he gives you multiple choice. He likes you, he doesn't hate you. Okay, just like the Bible, God doesn't hate you too. But the multiple choice, he gave you A, B, C, D, and he only gave you one correct answer. So the same logic they are asking, why didn't God only put the good thing there? Why didn't he put only the good thing there? Why didn't the teacher only put the correct answer there? So if only the correct answer would be on the sheet, the correct answer will be on the sheet. That means nobody has to learn. You don't have to invest your time in learning or anything, because the teacher loves you. He will put the correct answer there, and all you have to do is to just circle the correct answer, because there's only one answer. So the same thing applies. If you come and there is no bad, okay, that means you are like a robot. You have no free will, because you only do the good thing because there is only good in front of you. So what you didn't even, there is no punishment, there will be nothing. And that will not be love, because to love something, you have to do it from your own self. To love something, it has to come from yourself, not by force. Okay, that is why so many people want to leave Islam, because they are forcing themselves to stay in. You understand me? So when the school teacher gives you the exams and he loves you, he doesn't hate you, but he gives you the exams and then the multiple choices A, B, C, D, and then only one of them is correct answer, and 3 of them is wrong. So why did the teacher do that? Why didn't he show you love and then give you the only correct answer on the sheet? You see, you will say that it doesn't make sense. Okay, you say that doesn't make sense. The teacher, because he taught you everything, he gave you time, he taught you in the class, you have time to learn, to prepare for these things. And if you did what the teacher was teaching you, and you focus and you learn, then you will pass your exams. The same thing. If you do according to the Bible, if you believe in the Bible God, okay, and you go according to what he is saying, you will not be in hell. So you will pass your exams, you will be in heaven. But if you don't care, if you don't believe in him and stuff like this, and then you are going to hell, and now you are blaming him, and you are saying, why do you say you love me? So why am I going here? But it was you didn't believe in him. So you see the choice. You see what I mean? Jesus said, forgive 77, but God did not forgive Satan even one time. And that is the point, okay? Julius, you can forgive somebody. You can forgive somebody, but that doesn't mean the person has to accept it. You say you are forgiving him. Let's say, for example, to forgive somebody, we as people, we forgive somebody, but still there should be punishment, because the punishment will make it just. To love somebody, you still have to punish the person. If the person does something wrong, you have to punish him so that it will be just. Because imagine somebody, one of our politicians who have scammed Ghana, he has scammed Ghana the whole time, okay? And it comes to a point, and then he writes an apology letter. And then he's saying, Ghana, please forgive me. And then because I have done this, I have stolen this amount of money. For somebody to say this apology, okay, even though we accept his apology, he still has to get his punishment. That is because if he does not get his punishment, the apology is useless, in my opinion. Because for you to apologize, that means you have to be willing to accept what you deserve. Because we as Ghanaians, or as a country, you see, we always bring an elderly person, and then they will come and kneel down, and they will apologize for somebody who did something criminal. And instead of the person to get his punishment, because since you are apologizing, that means you have to be ready to accept your consequence. Okay, so punishing somebody, or somebody forgiving somebody, still the person deserves his punishment. I've forgiven you, but you need your punishment. That will make it just, because if it doesn't make it just, maybe you kill somebody and then we forgive you, and then now, even though the country has laws, okay, for killing, this will be your punishment. You ask for your forgiveness, we forgive you, but the country has the rules for the punishment. You get your punishment, but you have been forgiven, but still the rules has to be applied. That is what I believe. Okay, that is what I believe. The punishment, you have to get it, because it will be just. We don't forgive just like that. I can forgive you, but you still deserve your punishment. That is simple. Okay. God bless you to let me. Yeah. Okay. So that's how I understand it. Okay. Forgiving somebody is not a bad thing. You can forgive the person, but still the person deserves his punishment. Okay. And then maybe some people think so, like about loving your enemies. Okay. Let's say there is a goat. Okay. There is a goat whose head has been stuck, or the shape bucket. He stuck his head in a bucket or in something, and the goat doesn't see anywhere. Okay. So you, as a guy, you want to help this animal. You want to do something good for the animal. You don't know. But there is no guarantee that when you help this animal is going to come and appreciate it. Even maybe after you've taken this thing from his head, he's going to come and head you. He's going to attack you. Okay? So sometimes showing love or doing something for somebody doesn't mean you have to. Don't think you doing this love, you showing love, you automatically get the same thing back. Maybe the one you are going to show love is the one who is going to even kill you. But The point is, you did it from your heart. Okay, even you see, that's why you have to always be careful. That is a fact. Okay, you have to know, if I come to Ghana, and then if I come to Ghana right now, I won't go to northern Ghana where Lukman was, okay, to go and debate there. I won't go there because I know what is there. You see, now the debate about Islam, I will not do that. So you have to know where you want to go. But just because you did something good for somebody, it's not a guarantee that the person will also do the same thing to you. But you are doing it because of maybe the God you are following, okay? Because he wants you to be a better person. Somebody asked this question before, okay? Somebody puts a gun in your head. Answer this question for yourself, or let me see in the comments, okay? And let's discuss about it. Someone puts a gun in your head and he asks you to rape a child, okay? Or he will kill you. What will you do? Okay, somebody asks you, I want you to give me an answer. What will you do? Somebody asks you to put a gun in your head to rape a child, or the person will kill you. What will you do? What will be your answer? What will be your option? Let me know in the comments, okay? See, somebody's Yusuf is saying, Seto, you are speaking about the God who knows the future. Yes, the God knows the future, but do you know the future too? He knows the future, but do you know the future? That is the point, okay? So he knows the future, but you don't know the future. And if, let's say you have a son, you have a child. I'll put a link there. Let me put the link there, okay? You have a son or you have a child right now, okay? And you know Ghana is very, very hard right now. And then it's very difficult times. And as things are going on, you think maybe it will be more difficult. So you don't want your child to suffer. So you want to kill the child before. Because you know the situation you are in, you as a father, maybe you as a father, you have hit the wall. You don't know what to do again. So you want to eliminate, you want to kill yourself, let's say like that. It's always, I'm giving too many extreme examples here, but I want people to get the message. So because you want to end your life, let's say, is it fair for you to end the child's life too? No, you will say no, okay? But because you know your situation, if God knows the future, you don't know the future. If he determines to end your life right now, you will say he is unfair. You see now? So let's take an example, okay? He knows the future, and then there is many in the Old Testament. There are many verses where God say, go and kill these people, kill everybody. He knows the future, and then he knows what he did. But when you read that, you said he is a bad God. But he knows what he's doing too. But so if he knows the future and he has determined these children that I'm killing right now, I know what I have planned for them. You will say it is bad. You see now. So when he let it happen to you, you complain. And when he don't let it happen to you, you also complain. That is the logic here. Yusuf, you understand what I mean? I hope so. No. Richard said, your enemy is always your enemy. It's not true. It's not true. Because your enemy was once not your enemy. Your enemy, you see, your enemy was once not your enemy. He became your enemy at a certain point. And it can also change. Circumstances changes. Have you never seen something like this before? Circumstance changes. So somebody your enemy today, even friendship can become enemy. So enemies can become friends. You see now, once you are friends, that is why they even say friendship become enemies and enemies become friends. It happens all the time. But before the enemy becomes friend, that is the verse in the Bible. Okay, one verse in the Bible says, when he slap you, turn your cheek. That verse, one example, perfect example, Richard. The verse in the Bible, I think Julius quoted that verse yesterday. That the Bible said, when someone slap you, give the other cheek. You see, that is the literally statement. But according to the Christians, the meaning of that verse is two wrongs doesn't make it right. You see, so when he killed somebody and you want to kill his child too, and they will be killing and the violence will continue going. Okay, so if he does it like a revenge, you see, somebody kills maybe your dog, okay, now, and the person has gotten his punishment because you live in a community. Maybe there is laws for this. He kills your dog and you have evidence, and then he has gotten his punishment. There's no need for you to go and kill his dog too. This is an example. Okay, so that is why he said, he slapped you this cheek, give him the other cheek. That means you end it. You end it. Okay, he has killed your dog. there is a law which is going to punish, deal with him, okay? And if it does, you don't have to go and do a revenge. It will end everything, okay? Somebody saying so. Do God know that Adam and Eve are going sin before created them? I don't know what God knows before or no, okay? But even if he does, that's what I was saying before, okay? Even if God knows they were going to do it. Wait, let me end. Even if God knew they were going to do it, and then he decided not then to create them, then you will not have the reason why. You will not know why he didn't create them, because you will say, but maybe they wouldn't have done it. You see now? So even if he knew, you didn't know, they didn't know. So they have the opportunity, they have their freedom, do what you want to do, and what you want to do will decide on our next move. That is what the Christians are saying. Sweeney.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. You are live right now, okay?
Good. Can you hear me clearly?
It's clear, yes.
Greetings to you and the viewers.
Thank you.
Yes. No, the program yesterday, I actually wanted to call in, but I think it got a little bit late. And then, of course, what you are also saying now, I actually agreed with Julius yesterday, and was it Vora Vora, the other guy?
I think Vora didn't call, but he also agreed with Julius. And then it was Richard who called. Richard Kwame.
Okay, it was Richard. Yes, correct. Yeah, you see, Seto, when it comes to the Bible or even religion, the two Abrahamic religions as a whole, they have basically done disservice and damage to Africa and the African child, the most important. When you talk of the Bible being used to enslave Africans, that's a fact. It's not something we can even debate on. It's a fact. In the US, they had a Bible called the Slave Bible. So they had actually picked verses from the Bible that they wanted the slaves to read, which will actually make the slaves to obey the slave masters and think it was from God, and therefore they had to obey God by obeying the slave masters. So the Bible have actually been used to do a lot of damage to Africa and the African child. So when you say that the Bible, or what the Bible is actually saying, is what do you call it? Or some people have actually used the Bible or misused the Bible to enslave Africans. I do not agree 100%, because those who wrote the Bible, the writers of the Bible, basically knew what they were writing. I will give you a little bit, just as an example. The Israelis already, or the Old Testament, already had rules and regulations as how and who could be slave, right? Before the New Testament came in. And then when the New Testament came in, you had the Roman Empire was in war with the Israelis, right? So they would have to come up with verses that would tell the Israelis that, because they are their enemies, and they even have to pay taxes to the Roman Empire. So they came up with verses that will make these people to be obedient to them. So when the Bible was written, they knew exactly what they were doing, and they further, or their descendants used the Bible as it was meant at the beginning, to also do the same thing to the Africans, right?
Suini, okay, so I think it's clear, and I don't disagree with you that they have used the Bible, as you have confirmed to us now, because you read more than I do, okay? And as you also said just now, they have these Bibles, the slave Bible. So you see now they edited, they took some portions of the Bible and they created another one, which is the slave Bible, to deceive people. And then you are saying, but you see, let's ask, when we say slavery, okay, according to the Bible, slavery, you see, that time, the word slavery today is the slavery that we know is totally different from that time slavery, because in the Bible, slavery has nothing to do with skin color. Is that true?
Yeah, hello.
Okay, maybe
Hello.
we can hear you live, okay? So make sure you don't say anything.
Yeah, no, someone called. So
yeah, and I'm just letting you know that we can hear you. So maybe you have to talk something private and everybody is listening to you.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Should I mute you for the meantime?
No, just talk. I'm listening.
Okay. So according to the Bible, okay, the slavery in the Bible, that's what I mean. Sometimes, okay, you can see something, maybe the word slavery used in the Bible, and then the slavery that we know, the slavery that we have come to know, it is not the same slavery at that time, because according to the Bible, some people could give themselves into slavery. You can give yourself into slavery, even if you own somebody and you can't afford it. You can go into slavery, and then you can use this way to pay your debt. You see, and the type of slavery that was going on at that time is totally different from the Arab slavery and then the European slavery. So these people, they use the word slave, they use the Bible. Of course, they use the Bible. They saw some things in the Bible which they can use to benefit their agenda. But as I'm saying, according to the Bible itself, the purpose of the Bible is not to harm people, but to correct people and to guide people into this righteous path. But everybody can use the same thing. You can pick a book and you can try to bring your explanation and meaning, and that is why they never wanted us to learn the book for ourselves. They never let us learn or read for ourselves, so that they could control us for a very long time. So we will never have the understanding. So but so let me give you this example again. Okay, so if you are sick right now, and then you have somebody, a white person, makes a medicine for your sickness, and then the doctor who is giving you the medicine, so the white person made the medicine, and the medicine's purpose is actually to treat your sickness. So, and then he brought it to Ghana. Maybe we're in Ghana. Our corrupt politicians, they took the medicine and they want to sell the medicine for you. And then because they want you to buy more of this medicine, they said you need maybe you have to buy 2 cups, okay, 2 cups, and then you buy each cup for 10,000. And then you have to take them every time. You have to take two pills a day. But meanwhile, the one who did the medicine intended that you take 1 pill for 2 days, 1 pill for 2 days. But because the greediness of our politicians, the doctor in Ghana, he made you take 2 pills a day. And now you are getting more sick. And then we found out it is the medicine which is killing you right now. Is it the white man's fault, or the medicine fault, or the one who gave it to you's fault?
Yeah, in this example, is the guy who is misusing the medicine to
so is the white man
himself.
So is the white man then the devil? According to this scenario, the white man, is he the bad person?
No.
Is the medicine itself a bad?
No.
But the
it's
one
the guy who is, yes, the guy who is actually
so now we have the Bible.
And
that is my point here. Okay, so the Bible itself is said it is here to guide you, to correct you to the righteous path. So the book itself, it is there. And then in the book, there are some things, some past history, some people use this one. So today, they are still using it. Some people are using the Bible today to benefit their agenda. You see now, so it is not the fault of the Bible, because we don't know the actual meaning of the book or what the book is trying to do, or we don't read it for ourselves. We allow some people who call themselves pastors. Now they have like the white people used to do at that time. they bring the book to us. They say it is from God. We cannot read and check it for ourselves. So they are giving it to us. Look at this. Even Jesus was a carpenter, so you can do carpenter. You can be a carpenter. So now they are using the book in a bad way. Okay. And another example. Let's say somebody who is a student. He has studied engineering or computer programming. He went to university, the best university. He studied computer programming to be a computer programmer. So after he finished being this computer programming, now he's using his knowledge that he has acquired to do scamming. So is it the fault of the university?
No.
No, you see now. So that is my point here. I'm not saying they didn't do us harm with the Bible. They used the Bible, yes, but the purpose of the Bible, they misused it and they used it to harm us. We have to consider that, but you also have to consider the other side. That wasn't the purpose of the Bible. Just like the one who finished the university for computer programming. You see my logic?
Yeah. Yeah, I see your logic, but I do disagree in the part where you said that the Bible was not meant to enslave people or to be used to enslave people, because as I've said earlier on, the writers of the Bible, they knew exactly what they were doing when they wrote the Bible, right? It had to serve a purpose, which it did, because there was ongoing conflicts for a very, very long time with the Roman Empire or the Byzantine Empire, who was occupying Israel. And then you also had the Israelis, who were actually Jews. They didn't even understand the concept of the Roman Empire, because they only knew how to worship one God. The Roman Empire had many gods, right? So they were in deep conflict with them. So many of the passages in the Bible, right, which are talking of being obedient, this and that, they were actually written based on, it was political verses, right? And then after they are done, their descendant who inherited the Bible went ahead to use it to also do the same to or even worse to the Africans, and we still feel the effects today.
Yeah, but was the Israelites, were they also in slavery? Did they also went under slavery?
Yes, they did. That is a little bit history that I wouldn't even want to go deep in, but I can just mention easy that the Israelis, remember, they've actually been what do you call it, enslaved and kicked out of the land of the promised land for many times. They've been actually exiled to Mesopotamia and so on and so forth many times. So they were really in trouble. Yes.
So that is what I mean. You see now, and I'm not here to justify anything. That is why I said the conversation. Okay, sometimes you have to listen from different perspective, and then you can make your own judgment. You can decide for yourself. So, according to the narrative of the Bible, okay, when you say according to God, okay, so God chooses his punishment. He is going to choose the punishment he's going to do to you. So, he chose, like when you go to the people of Lot, the Lot people, okay, he used fire to burn them, right? That is the punishment he gave them. And when it comes to Noah, he built an ark and then he drowned some people. That is the punishment he gave them. So there are many instances for punishment from God. So there is certain things when you do certain, when you sin against him or you do to certain level, he punishes you and he chooses the punishment. And he chose this slavery thing as a punishment for them at that time. Okay, according to the Bible narrative. So the chosen people themselves, the Israelites or the Israel people, they went under slavery for many times. They always disobeyed, and then they will come back, and then he will accept them, and they will worship another god, and then they will be enslaved again, and they were enslaved, and then one time that Judges, when you read Judges in the Bible, there were many times the Israelites were enslaved. So, and then that is the punishment for them, and then the other people too. And then it went on further for slavery. But then when Jesus came, okay, when Jesus came at the time, and then When Jesus came, he gave the law, like love your neighbor as yourself. The abolishment of slavery is gone because the time is different now. Don't you see that? So people saw that, okay, they're using slavery and this is what they were doing. So the things they did to the slaves, to the black people as slaves, did they do the same things in the Bible too? Were they castrating people in the Bible as slavery?
No, they had different methods. No, it was the castration. I think it was the Arabian.
Of
What
course,
do you call it? Slavery. They
slavery.
were castrating. Yes, the Arabs.
And then that is why I'm saying, okay, I'm not defending slavery here. I'm not defending that it is no harm and the Bible never did anything wrong to us. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, okay, somebody can read the verse in the Bible. You see now, that like the Muslims are doing, Jesus will say, bring my enemies here and kill me. And they will use this, but with a different context. For them, they will read this verse and they will say, look at what Jesus is saying. You see now, so they are using it in the wrong way to make their point or to win something. That's exactly the same way these white people also saw. They saw the advantage. Hey, with this book, we can use certain words for our benefit so that we will gain the majority. The same example I gave with the medicine. The doctor, he's greedy. He wants money. So he will sell you many medicine, even if you don't need it, so that he will gain money, but you will die. Okay, so at the end of the day, the medicine wasn't the problem. The one who made the medicine wasn't the problem. And then the medicine itself, and then the one who gave it to you was the problem. So when we come to Ghana today, like the pastors, okay, our pastors, Richard, I've seen you. Okay, our pastors, the pastors like Owusu Bempa and the rest, and then there's those people whom they should know their Bible, the book, okay, because the Bible even teaches by their fruit you shall know them. So as a Christian land, when we consider ourselves to be a Christian land, we should have a better fruit to present to the nation so we know that this is truly a Christian land. But you see now, they are all using it, they're using the Bible to gain something for themselves. They don't care about the people, they don't care even about Jesus. They're just using it as a propaganda, just as the white people used it to benefit themselves, the same way they are doing. But when you say you want to read the Bible alone and then study it for yourself, I think it's a different understanding. Okay, you will know that, okay, this is what happened to certain people at Moses' time, at this time, and this is their time, and this is your time, and this is your time. You have different rules to follow. And then at the end of the day, you will burn in hell or you go to heaven. That's my understanding, okay? Lifetone has joined the program too, okay? Lifetone, you can join the link up, and let me put the link there, okay? No. The Lifetone, the problem is not coming from the Bible. Lifetone say the problem is not coming from the Bible. It is coming from the people, because the people read the Bible and they explain it how they wanted to benefit themselves. You see, so when you read it for the way that you want to benefit you, it is not a book, but the book is there to guide you. That is what the book said. Let me put it on the screen, okay? I think it's Timothy. So you can.
Yeah, okay, but Sato.
Yes.
I just want to add something small before the other guy
Okay.
speaks. You see, the problem is that you can find such verses in the Bible. It's just the same with the Quran. You find certain verses that gives people what do you call it, the opportunity to misinterpret the verses or whatever you want, misuse them to actually do harm to others, right? So let's think of it this way: a God, the creator, who have created everyone, because there's not a single human being on planet Earth that is not created. If we say there's a creator, there's not a single person that is not created by the creator. Such a creator, I will dare say that will never ever put in his user manual for mankind to put verses that later on, or the next generation coming, will misuse such verses to do harm to others, because everyone is created by him, and he probably know us extremely well what
Mm-hmm.
we are capable of doing. We are manipulative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are. And therefore, such a creator will have the wisdom not to even put such verses in the Bible or in the Quran to start with,
Mm.
let alone someone coming later on to misuse them and harm others.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That is my
Okay.
point.
You see, but that is to me, to my understanding, okay.
Mm.
So the book gives his historical background, where it came from, how it started, okay, and then it is like part one, part two, part three, or beginning of a story and where it's going. So it's not like the Quran. You see, the Quran is separate. They don't have many his background stories to tell. But the one in the Bible, like maybe in 50 years to come, and then we are talking about how in 2021, 2022, we used to wear nose masks even in the hot summer. Okay, and then you are just giving your or maybe let's take ex President JJ Rawlings, okay, RIP to him. Maybe begin when he became a president, before at the beginning, the way that he used to rule the country was different. It was a different time. So maybe he used force, and then people have to sleep at a certain time, and then that's what he was doing at that time. That was necessary at that time. Okay, but it came to a point where there will be freedom and people will be walking around all night, and they will be not going to sleep. So it doesn't mean that because he started that time at this time, he has to end it the same way. But sometimes, due to the circumstances, it depends on how stubborn the people are. Then you get your punishment. That is what the Christians say. So the Christians, and once again, the Christians, they follow Jesus Christ. The Christians don't follow Moses. They have the lessons of Moses. They have the lessons of the Old Testament to know what happened at that generation. But it doesn't mean that it's applying to them that they should follow. They have certain rules, even from the Old Testament, that they still have to follow because it is binding upon them. But they don't have to go back, and because that was their time period and what they used to do. You see that, or their punishment that they had. Kwabena, please try to put the link there because I can't check all these verses. Okay, if Leviticus chapter 25 verse 44, and just post it here so I will put it on the screen, because I know maybe you have also post it here, and I'll put it on the screen so that we will all read it. Please, okay, go one by one. So maybe if I have an explanation for the verse, and then we will explain it. Okay, once again, I cannot defend the Bible. I'm not defending the Bible, but still, I think, okay, we have to give another point of the view, side of the view, because how the Bible is deceiving people even till today. They are using it to deceive people. So many people have bad feelings towards the Bible. I'm one of them. I used to be one of them, but now I have gotten a different understanding. I still see the danger in it, like Suini is saying, but still, no. I think people also have to hear the different side. Okay, Kwame.
Yeah, yes, sir. Too.
Okay, Kwame is here. Oh, people are joining the line. People are on the line. Sorry, I didn't see that. People are here. Okay, Kwame, you can speak too. Okay, Kwame, speak.
Okay. Thank you very much. Greetings to everyone.
Great.
Yeah, today too we are here.
Thank you.
Yesterday, we couldn't conclude. Today too, we are here. I'm still standing with my point.
I know.
Yeah. So today, okay. Let's see. This verse, love your enemies. Yeah. This verse is not working today. You have to understand that verse was on a mission to enslave. After the slave, that verse was abrogated by this love your enemies.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yes, I said that love your enemy. That verse was used to enslave enslavers. After that period, that verse was no more working again. That's
Okay.
why that is why this love your enemies verse came to abrogate this one. Okay.
Yeah,
So
but that okay, just make your point, okay? Because I have spoken
okay.
about
So my point here is, let's go to Genesis and ask God, should we love our enemy? Let us ask God Himself, the Almighty, all-knowing God. Or did He? Now, first of all, who is God's enemy? Satan. Satan. Why is Satan the God enemy? We all know the story. Okay, God couldn't stay with Satan. What happened? He threw Satan away. That's why I told you, once your enemy is always your enemy. I will
okay.
not go closer to my enemy. If I know this guy is my enemy, I will never go close to the person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if God sacked Satan, and now Satan became the enemy to God. Till now, we know the enemy of God is Satan. So me, for this verse, love your enemy. Never, unless I see that God loves Satan.
Hmm.
That's the best example we can follow.
Yeah, okay,
You
but
understand?
you
Mm-hmm.
see now, I explained this to you. Like when they say love your enemy, it doesn't mean, like, you see now, when your enemy is coming with a knife on you, that you should stay there and then because you love my enemy. So are you there, Richard?
I'm there. I'm listening.
Lifestone, please come back, because you were about to speak. To my understanding, okay, what the Christians explain the verse, love your enemy, it doesn't mean be a fool to your enemy. Be a fool, okay? It only means, okay, for you to have a neighborhood where there is love, there is harmony, there is you can move forward to build your economy or you build your system. Somebody that hates you, that's showing you enemy, that wants to hurt you. If you have the opportunity to hurt that person, you can show the person love. By showing him love, okay, you have the opportunity to do something to him the same way he wants to do to you. But you show the person love. It doesn't mean you should have to go and run after him and say, please love me, love me, love me. I'm not saying, it doesn't say that. If somebody
Zeto,
yes.
I understand. But you see, now let's take Ukraine and Russia, for example. Russia attack. Russia. They go and attack these Ukraine people. Okay, let's say Ukraine said, "Oh, Russia. Oh, we love you. We love you. Stop. We love."
And then,
Why?
but that is the point. You didn't you understand what I just said? You cannot.
Mm-hmm.
Russia is attacking you. You have the right to
Mm-hmm.
defend yourself. Let me show you this verse in the Bible. Okay, I don't know why you don't get it. Luke chapter 22. Even Jesus is telling the people they should go and buy sword. It doesn't teach you. The Bible doesn't teach you that love your enemies means you should stay there. And if somebody's coming to attack you, you say, "I love you." That is. I just said it, Richard. You didn't hear it. I said, "Love your enemy."
Wait. Okay. Wait. You just let me come in. Now, okay, let's say Ukraine and Russia, they have stopped the fight. Now, we will still, are we going to still say Russia is the enemy of Ukraine or not?
Of course.
Yeah, yes,
Yes,
they
of
are
course.
still the enemy of Russia.
Listen, Richard, I don't know why you. I never said. You see now, I said yesterday. This word, love your enemies. If everybody sincerely said he will obey this verse, everyone on this planet sincerely said he will follow this verse, there will be no enemies anymore. You see the logic here? So the logic of this, if everybody said he will sincerely follow the verse, that means you will not have any enemy again. There will be no enemies. There will be no wars between Russia, because if you see that, oh, this country, they need help, you will go there because you love them. You are showing, you go and help them. You go and support them. You won't be greedy because we are following just one verse from the Bible. But it doesn't mean when somebody is going to attack you, you should look at the person and say, I love my enemy, so I will stand there. And the point is, when somebody wants to attack you, let's say, okay, somebody wants to attack you, running after you and trying to attack you, and this person falls in a pit, okay? This person falls in a pit, let me say like that, and you can save this person. You can leave the person to die. You can leave the person to die, but the person all of a sudden he needs help and he's asking for you to help him. You can show this love and help him, bring him out. Because you did that, he wanted to kill you, but because you saved him, now he could be your best friend. He could see that, okay, the whole time I wanted to do this to this guy. Look at him. Even when I was in need, he helped me. So all the ideas that I have about this guy, it was wrong. What they taught me, because it could be somebody programmed him and told him that, oh, these kind of people, this is how they are. You see? So that is what the Bible says. It doesn't say you have to go and love your enemies. The people trying to kill you, you should go and hug them. Listen to this verse in the Bible, okay? Luke chapter 22, verse number 35. Jesus asked them, when I sent you without purse, bag, or sandals, did you lack anything? Nothing, they answered, okay? Jesus said to them, but now, if you have a purse, take it, and also a bag. And if you don't have a sword, listen carefully. Jesus is sending his disciples. If you don't have a sword, a sword, a second, sell your cloak and buy one. So Jesus is teaching them how to defend themselves, self-defense. Buy a sword, and even if you don't have one, sell your cloak and buy one sword. So Jesus doesn't say you should love your enemies. That doesn't mean you should stand there and enemies should come and attack you. So you see what I mean?
Seto, your explanation is on the other side. But wait, love that love your enemy. That love your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
If you say we are going to go with this love your enemy, the person will have power over you.
No, listen carefully.
Wait. Seto, your explanation, but when I explain it also in this way, you see that when you use this love your enemy, I'm going to have power over you every day.
No, you won't.
I'll put fear on you.
No,
you will fear me.
Okay. So listen, okay. Maybe you let's say Richard, we are enemies. Okay, you and I are enemies. Let's say we are enemies, okay. So I know you are my enemy, and I know you are I know you want to harm me, and I want to harm you too. Okay? But I say, okay, I want to follow the verse, love my enemies. It doesn't mean I will come to your house and try to be friends with you, because I know you want to harm me. So I will stay away from you, okay? I will stay away from you. But there's the way the Bible is saying love your enemies, it's saying something like, when you have the advantage over them, show them love. Something like this. It doesn't mean you have to go and try to force yourself that your enemies love you too.
Seto. Are you trying to interpret the Bible with your mind, or you are reading the Bible according to what the Bible says?
According to what the Bible says and the explanation.
The Bible says love your enemies.
Okay.
And you understand the context in which that thing was said.
Yes.
Do you understand the context?
That is what I'm saying. When the Bible said love your enemies, okay, and the Bible is saying also protect yourself. So according to the Christians, I asked the Christians, somebody who is a Christian, and that is the explanation they gave. Because the Bible is teaching you, so if somebody comes to enter your house, let me put the verse. So you see now, according to this verse, Luke chapter 22, verse 36, it's saying you as a Christian, you can buy a sword, you can arm yourself. So the self-defense is in the Bible.
So, Seto, how do you love your enemy? I want to understand what you are saying. How do you love your enemy?
You love your enemy by when you have the advantage over them. When you have an advantage over them, you show them love.
Seto, do you remember the story of the Amalekites in the in
Yes,
do
yes,
you remember that?
yes.
The Israelites have power over the Amalekites, or they did not?
They had power over them.
Did they love them, or what did they do to them?
That was their punishment. The punishment for the
No,
Amalekites.
no, that was not their punishment.
Of course.
So if you see, I didn't join the program early, but I came because of one or two things that I heard you said. You see, you are having this kind of mindset. When I was in church, I thought, no, the religion was good, but the problem was the people that is in the religion. So I started researching about the people and the religion, and I realized, no, it's not about the people, it's about the religion. When I started researching about religion, I realized that no, the Bible is good. It is the religion that was not good. Then I started another research again. Then I discovered that no, it is not the fault of the religion. Everything happening in the religion has to do with the manual that is governing the religion. The problem is with the book, not with the people. Why? Because if God has sent a message and the message is not clear for everyone to read and understand, and said, oh, you cannot read the Bible on your own and understand the Bible unless a pastor explains the Bible to you, that limits God. It's just like a Muslim telling you you need to understand Arabic before you know the Quran. You need to read the Bible and understand for yourself. And this is my problem. Taking the Old Testament and the New Testament into consideration, it looks like, yeah.
So the Amalekites, okay, because I want to get it clear.
Yeah.
If I'm mistaken, okay, was that the punishment for Amalekites, or what was that? Was the God's punishment to them, right?
So the story of the Amalekites was this: 400 years ago, when the Israelites were going into captivity, okay, the Amalekites actually met them and killed the Israelites, okay. They went to war with them and they killed a number of the Israelites. 400 years later, when the Israelites were returning from captivity, God sent Saul to go to Amalek and kill every day born baby, even pregnant women, in retaliation to what their ancestors did 400 years ago. So, commonsensically, can we say because Britain came to colonize us 400 years ago and actually killed our ancestors, so today we will go and retaliate to the children of the British who are innocent in this, to kill all of them, kill every day born baby? Do you think this thing is sensible?
But to my understanding, the Amalekites people, they were sacrificing their children, yes. They were worshiping, they were sleeping with animals, they were doing all kind of things, and they were
it's not about that. No, it's not about that.
It's not about
not about that. It was because the Amalek war with the Israelites 400 years ago, and they killed the Israelites. And so in retaliation,
were they sacrificing their children?
Children or not, it got nothing to do with the Israelites.
No, I want to know because.
But that was not the reason. That was not the reason Saul was sent the land of Amalek to go and kill. Okay, Seto, if the Amalekites were even sacrificing their children, God instructed Saul to go and kill pregnant women.
The network is breaking. I don't know why. Okay, people are on the line. Okay, Matt Johnson, I will let you in. Some people are also calling. Livestone, your network is not working properly. Hello, wait.
I think I have issue with my network. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Okay, but hold on small. Can you give me this verse? Can you give me the verse where they say kill the pregnant woman? I want to see for myself and see the context. Okay, please.
Okay, I'm giving you the verse. Hello. All right, let your caller.
Okay, please, but wait now, okay. Okay, some people have joined, but somebody's on the line. Okay, let me pick this one caller.
Yeah, my name is Samuel.
Samuel, okay. Samuel, where are you speaking from?
Yes. I'm from Nigeria, but I'm actually not in the Nigeria now.
Okay.
I really appreciate the logic with which your discussant two are discussing this topic.
Jolly people are
But
joining.
there's there's something I want us to understand.
Okay.
As much as I know, quote me, there is no ambiguity in the Bible. What we call the New Testament, and that's where people get it wrong, especially people who does not really understand what Christianity is. Now, there was Old Testament, and if you look at the history of man, God created man and put them in the Garden of Eden. What he wants them to do is to enjoy with him, because Garden of Eden was believed to be an abode where God will come to visit man. But when men, when they commit error, he chases them out. But because God is loving, so much loving, let me just bring out something there. Somebody said, if God loves Satan, whatever, God has the power. He could have killed Satan a long time ago. But I suppose he gave room. Maybe Satan will repent one day, which we know that might not be possible based on our knowledge. So it's still part of his love that he left Satan. So since then, God was trying to bring men back, just like you have a child, that you send this child to school, you invest on this child become a womanizer, begin to drink, and was living a bad life. You will not want the child to be destroyed. Though what the child is doing, you don't like it, so you will be finding all means to reconcile the child. So those were the journey of, you see, God was trying to pick Abraham, thinking that, okay, Abraham will teach his children, and their generation, when all the other generation got the, when they phase out, the generation, the lineage of Abraham will stay in line. And we see there was a mistake there. You see what happened during the time of Noah. Noah found favor because at that time he was the only man that was seen as a just man. So every other person was destroyed, then Noah was left. But after the flood,
giving him
Noah also
more time, okay. Wait,
so
wait, small, okay. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this right now. Okay, Lifestone, thanks for calling. And people are too is on the line. Mika Junior is on the line. Suini is on the line. Oh, many people are on the line, and people are calling.
Give me time to round up.
Wait small, okay. I am going to give him 2 minutes, 3 minutes more to speak, and then the rest who are on the line right now, I'll give each of you 5 minutes also to speak, okay, and then have to end the conversation because the calls are coming too much. So please, if you are on the line, I'll give you 5 minutes to speak to, okay, after he's done. So please just stay there.
Okay, that's
fine. I wanted to give you the verse of that Malachi's.
Yeah, you can.
So that you read and understand the format.
Okay, give it to me in the private chat there, okay? Okay, continue, brother. So you have like 2 minutes to speak, okay? 2 minutes more.
Okay, that's fine. So there was an attempt by God to bring people back because of his love. And every other program he was making was not working out until the advent of New Testament. And that was when Jesus was trying to preach. All the laws you have had this time, God was using that law to guide you, but because of inadequacy of strength of human being, when you have the law, it guides you, but at a point you misuse the law and everything gets scattered again. So Jesus came to teach peace. Somebody was mentioning Russia. Fortunately, just like 2-3 days ago, I was trying to look, what is Russia? Who is Russia and who are Russians? And if I tell you what I find out, I said, if Russia keep fighting the whole world, I think if you look at the history of Russia from the beginning in the 1817 and the likes, Russia has been fighting from one war to the other up to now. So that's a way of life that God was saying. I mean, Jesus Christ was saying, love your neighbor as yourself. Love your enemy.
Okay, brother, you have to conclude now, okay? Because I need people to speak
was that what Jesus preaches there was that Jesus does not say that you should give your life to the enemy to kill or to maim you. But maybe by showing love to your enemy, they will know that one. I mean, when you call somebody your enemy, it doesn't mean that the person has more power than you, is more powerful than you. So, but if you show them love, maybe one day the evil they are planning against you, they will realize that they are doing it against themselves. And they will come to realize that, and God, Jesus Christ, want everyone to repent. His message were based on repentance, reconciliation to
Okay,
God.
brother, I think say, we get the point. Okay, let me pick another person because I said 5 minutes each, and you are speaking very long. Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Okay,
Seto,
thank you.
I've sent you the verse. Oh.
Okay, yeah,
That thing is very important to me. I want
First Samuel,
let's
I've seen it.
understand.
First Samuel 15 verse 3. I've seen it. Okay. Okay, so
Yes,
I will
I
check
want
it.
you to post it.
I will check. I said I will check it for myself, and then I will know the context of the verse. Because when you read it out of context,
No, why would you? It's something that we are discussing. I want you to post it so that the viewers will understand where I'm coming from. Because to me, the Bible God is not so much different from the Muslim God. It's just because there is a second version to the story that is the New Testament. That is what is bringing the confusion. And even Jesus made a lot of statements that justifies what his father did. So
wait, okay, live tone.
now
Wait,
go.
it's on the screen now. It's
Now
on the screen.
go attack the Amalekites. Now go attack the Amalekites and totally destroy all that belongs to them. Do not spare them. Put to death men, women, children, and infants, cattle, sheep, and donkeys. Have you got it now?
Yes, but and you are saying this verse is not about the Amalekites, them killing and doing some immoralities.
No. This command was given to Saul because the Amalekites have already attacked the Israelites 400 or 500 years ago when they were going to captivity.
What was the verse? What was the verse that the Amalekites were being killed because they were sacrificing their children and they were having animal sex with animals and their parents and stuff like where is that verse?
No, I've not heard that. I've not read anything like that.
Okay, so that is
but
why
this attack on Amalek was about war.
It's about war. Okay, that is what I'm saying. The verse itself, it's clear, it stays there. But the reason why, okay, that is what I'm trying to. The reason is what
that is what I'm saying, Seto. If the reason is because the Amalekites were even sacrificing children or sleeping with animals, I'm asking the infants that God asked Saul to go and kill. What have the infants done? We are using common sense here.
Okay.
If this thing was in the Quran, we would say it's barbaric. So it's in the Bible. So let's address it.
Okay, so
do you think if Allah had sent Muhammad to go and kill infants and babies on a particular time, how would you accept it? Let's deal with fact.
Okay, so
the issue with Christianity.
Wait, let me give you this point, okay? So what if these infants they came to be by having sex with their parents? Usually it was parents and then brother, sister, mother, son, father, daughter, and that's how they came to be. What would you say about that?
Seto, what is the problem of Seto? If you sleep with your sister and your sister gives birth to the infant, is the infant the sinner or you and your sister are the sinners?
You and your
it doesn't justify. There is no justification to this. So what is the fault of the infant?
I'm not justifying it. I'm just giving you I'm not justifying anything. You see that is the point. We are trying to give people different another perspective. It's not justifying. So listen, okay. So the sister and the brother, they are to be put to death, and now the infant is there. So how is the infant going to survive?
How is the infant going to survive?
Yes.
There are a lot of Moses taken care of by his mother and father when he was born? No, but haven't we have stories in the same Bible where infants have survived without their parents?
But Lifestone,
no, so no. If you want to go to the Bible, then you have to.
Now, Lifestone, according to
there are a lot of stories in the Bible.
Where infants have survived. This verse we are dealing with, okay? According to this verse, all the Amalekites are going to be destroyed, all of them. And then if we leave the infant, if the infant stays alive, if the sheep stays alive, if the camels, the donkeys, if they are alive, who is going to cater for them when all the Amalekites are dead?
If God was a just God, the Israelite who went to attack the infant would actually take the infant and take care of them, just like God did for Moses. When Moses was put on the river Nile, it was not the mother and the father who took care of him. It was the Egyptians who took care of Moses. It's the same thing. And Seto, let me tell you the truth. You know it's because of Saul's common sense. In this particular message, that is why God rejected Saul, because Saul decided to spare some of the people. You know that God rejected Saul out of this same story because Saul decided to spare some of the people.
Yes, because you see now that it is like Livestone. We will discuss because I have some people on the line. I want everybody to speak to. Okay, just wait. We will discuss about this. Maybe we can continue tomorrow. But Paul. Okay, Paul. You have 5 minutes to speak. Okay, after this, and then I'll go on back on Livestone. Skeptic Jabani. Paul, 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Seto.
Yes.
We thank you for what you have done to us. You keep calling, but I think it is busy on the line. That's why I can't make our call.
Yes.
Anyway, we still have to share our views. First, I want to address a certain comment that one of our brothers made. He said there is a Bible in America and they have titled it Slavery Bible, right?
Yes.
So, Seto, my question is, in the history of Africa, has United States or America colonized any African country before?
Yeah, but it's still it's the Bible still could it could be still there. You know, they can pick it from Europe and bring it to America, but it doesn't mean American.
That's why I'm saying that in the history of Africa, Americans have never colonized any African before. Mind you, America was even colonized by United UK. You get me? So that issue that Americans have been written some books and the Bible they have been corrupted, it is never true. One of the points. Number two, who said that Africans, our religion was what you call traditional religion? That the Bible was brought in order to let our gods go away or stop our traditional religion. Do you know Greece? Do you know Babylon? Is Babylonian an African country or Europe?
But my guy, Paul, just speak. Okay, you have 5 minutes. I'm giving you 5 minutes.
Okay. So far before you even come to Africa, there were people who were worshiping gods, even more than we Africans are gods. You get me? So if those people were worshiping and they also came and they made the Bible, it was not a mistake to them. But when the Bible came to Africa, then we have problem with it. Then Africa, we have problem. Number two, in the year 200 to 300 ADs, there were 5 major cities that Christianity was at large. Number one is Alexandria. Now, let everybody check. Where is Alexandria? In Africa or in Europe? Alexandria was in Africa. Yeah. So Africans, before slavery came to Africa, Egypt colonized Israel. Is Egypt an African country or European country? So that slavery start from because the Europeans came and colonized Africa. Does it mean that slavery started from Africa? No. Even Africans colonized Europeans before. So what from those things? And the guy said God did what? He let Israel people to kill the Amalekite because of 400 years. Where is the evidence? That God said that because of that 400 years, we'll go and kill them. You have to do the context. The Bible is not interpreted by pastors. The Bible itself, when you follow the context, just as you do to every literature book, follow the context and you explain it very well. I like how you said, love your enemies and those things. Follow the context and he will tell you, if you love people who you always love, what reward do you get? So if I greet only my brothers and I see somebody who is passing because he's my enemy, I don't greet him. And you get me? So when we have advantage, over your enemies, he said, don't harm them. Don't take revenge, because vengeance is for the Lord. That's what the Bible is saying. So you don't take revenge when we have control over your enemy. That's what the Bible is trying to say. So it doesn't mean that when somebody is coming to kill me, I should just fold my hands and then let them kill me. So that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Okay. Thank you for holding on. Okay. Let me think. People are on the line. Okay.
Seto,
I want to respond to the guy.
Okay.
Once that I am here, there are a lot of things I'm not going to agree with, like what the scholar just said.
Okay,
We can go into the same Bible when the God of Israel helped the tribe of Dan to go and conquer and some innocent
on the line. They want
that were
some people they haven't even spoken. They haven't said anything yet. Okay, Mark Johnson, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, he came after Suyini. He came. He was the second person, but he hasn't even spoken yet. Livestone, please. So wait, let
Okay.
me speak. My time is almost. I have to leave very soon.
Okay.
I'll let you. I will let
Okay.
everybody conclude. Okay, Suyini, please. I will let you conclude.
Okay.
But you have 5 minutes. Okay.
So you're using part of my 5 minutes. So you start now.
You start now. Yes.
Okay. I thought it was your Ghanaian brothers you were attending to and leaving us we Nigerians.
No. Sorry.
That's on a lighter note. Okay. My contribution is this. First and foremost, Livestone GH, thumbs up to you. I think we would have to sit down someday and really analyze what you are saying. What you're saying. You have Livestone GH. You have a point, and for somebody to say otherwise, then you must bring something different. For the last caller that just said, where is the proof of what Livestone GH said? Livestone GH quoted 1 Samuel 15:3. Now the proof of Livestone GH is 1 Samuel 15:2. So I just answered the caller, but this does not mean I support 100% what Live GH is saying. I also
wait, Johnson, 1 Samuel 15 or 16?
1 Samuel 15.
1 Samuel 15 verse 2, because we started from verse 3. You don't get the context of the message.
The guy, hello. The guy said you should give proof. You should give evidence. So I was answering him. Answering him if he doesn't know. That is where the scripture is from. But I think Livestone GH, we need to talk on another day. But what I want to say, because I just have 3 minutes to go, what I want to say is this. It pains me and it baffles me when I see the way we have hatred or hatred towards the whites. I've never been abroad before. All my life I've been in Nigeria. But when you see truth, you should say it. It is only a bastard. There's an adage in my dialect in Nigeria here, I'm Yoruba by tribe, that says it is only a bastard that uses a left hand to describe the house of his father. And I can tell you 100%, 99.9% of Africans are bastards. You know why I say this? We never take responsibility for one thing. We are irresponsible in our way. We blame others for our downfall. We blame others. I don't get it. Slavery is a general term. The Mongolian, the China, what's it called? The Mongolian, they were slaves in the ancient Mongolian. They were slaves in the ancient Babylon. They were slaves even in Congo. They were slaves even in Ghana. They were slaves even in Nigeria. You understand? So for somebody that's an African to tell me that, to begin to say, okay, the whites use the Bible. See, we need to separate it. The Bible is different from the white man's language. And what you must understand, the Bible did not even emanate from the white man's language. The Bible emanates from Middle East, and which was Israel. And can I tell you something? Somebody should come here and prove to me that an Israeli is a white man. We need to understand that. And somebody should prove to me here on this call that every missionary that came to Nigeria came with the mind to what? To take people into slavery. The same way you have missionary, where the same way you have merchandise that came. So if a missionary came in the name of the Bible and the merchandise came in the name of the whites, why are we mistaking everything? Taking the merchandise for the Bible and taking the Bible for the whites. I think we need to clear
it. My brother.
Livestone, let him
can I ask you something? Were you here when the Church of England, now the Anglican Church, apologized for being part of the slavery?
Okay.
Did you read the article when the Church of England actually apologized for partaking in the slavery.
Okay, I'm aware of that. But for the Church of England, the Church of England and the Bible, in the origin of the Bible itself, are they from the same thing? Are they from the same place? That's my question to you. The origin of the scripture and the people of England, are they from the same place? Why are we leaving the origin and taking some set of people, the England, the English, or whoever, the whites, over the Bible? See, if we have an issue with the whites, we have an issue with the whites. If we have an issue with the Bible, you have an issue with the Bible. But what I'm trying to say is that we should separate the issue we have with the whites from what we have with the Bible. Even in Africa, I can tell you, in Africa there was slavery. Have you heard that kings in Africa were buried with slaves when they died? In the ancient time, was it the whites who taught us this?
Okay, John.
No.
In same Ghana and Nigeria, were kings not selling their people to the whites for mirror?
Let me tell you this, the gospel truth of this.
Gospel.
Every culture on earth has got a very bad history. Every single culture on this planet Earth has got a bad history and a bad past. We call something the dynamism of culture. This is what changed. That is why people change from the atrocities. The whites were not so righteous themselves. When they came to Africa, they did barbaric things that we did not even see before. The God in the Bible did worse things than any king on the land of Africa could ever do to his people. And that is a fact.
Lifetone. Okay, thank you, Lifetone. Johnson, thank you. Okay, P Black 2, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, P Black 2, go to the point. Okay, 5 minutes you have, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. This debate is very, very hot. I hope I will win. Yeah, I hope I will win this debate. Everybody vote for me.
Only Muslims win, or they win their debate before it even started. They have already won.
Okay, so let me contribute a little bit.
Please.
To me, this love your neighbor as yourself, I don't think this will ever work. It will never work.
Yeah.
Because this was even written 2,000 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And always there is a lot of enemy. Even Nigeria and Ghana are fighting over jollof rice. Who is cooking the best jollof? We have been fighting over jollof. So love your neighbor as yourself. No, I don't think it will ever work. Never ever. I think the person who even wrote it didn't even think very deep, or maybe the person was just some farmer or something. Because if you trace every evidence going backwards, before all these fairy tale books will come, the Homo sapiens, we even fought with the Neanderthals. The Homo sapiens, they fought with the Neanderthals. There is a lot of evidence for it. This is like 200,000 years ago, before all these books will come. Even when you go to the wildlife, you will see the antelope being eaten by the lion. The wild dogs chasing some animals to eat them. So love your neighbor, ask yourself, no way, no, this will never work. This will never work. And I don't think a God will write this. A God will send a message that somebody should love his neighbor. But this is just my opinion, because I'm not going to be here forever. Maybe in 50,000 years to come, it may work. Maybe people will understand. But so far, I don't think this will work, because always you have some. Always something will happen. Always something will happen. And my second point is that love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. No, this was said by Jesus, right?
Yeah,
okay. And yeah, okay. And we have something we call it leadership by example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because there is a story in there is a story in the Bible. Satan asked Jesus to worship him. I think it's Matthew something. Matthew 4. Wait, I think I can remember. Yeah, Matthew 4:9 or 10 or something like that. Satan asked Jesus to worship him. If Jesus worship him, or to bow down to him, yeah, something like that, he will give the whole world to him. The whole world. Satan will give everything to Jesus. Okay, here Jesus did not agree. Jesus did not agree to. And secondly, Jesus, I think he sacked Satan. He told him to like to get up from my face. You will not test the Lord or something like that. He didn't show any any sign of loving his neighbor. So, and the second problem with this story to me is that Jesus and his father created the whole world, even including that Satan. So now, why is Satan, who didn't create anything, promising the person and his father who created the whole thing, the things they have created again? It's like my father bought car, my father have 100 million in bank account, and somebody come and promise me the cars of my father and the 100 million that if I follow them, they will give the properties of my father, even the properties of my father. I also even work on it. My sweat is even there, and somebody is promising me all this, what is already belong to me.
Yeah. Okay.
So here my point is like this: if all these stories are inside the same book, which said that love your neighbor as yourself, don't you think that there's some shaking here?
Yeah, Tobo, but let me.
The context is not about loving your neighbor as yourself. That is a good statement. The context is about you loving your enemy. Is that possible?
But
oh yeah, sorry, love your enemy. Sorry, your enemy, not your neighbor. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I want to say your enemy, not sorry. Okay. It's a slip of tongue. Thank you very much.
So I think we have already explained in the context of loving your enemy. Okay, in the Bible itself, Jesus said, if someone comes in your house, listen carefully. If someone comes in your house with a bad teachings, don't let him come inside. Okay, when somebody wants to come in your house with a bad or false teachings, don't welcome him inside. Let him go. So when it says love your enemy, there is the sense or the intelligence behind this is when everybody, listen carefully, because it is hard for us to do as human beings. We human beings, we are hypocrites. Okay, we are liars. We deceive. We do many things because we. So if everybody follows this one common law, if everybody will sincerely follow it, it will solve every problem. Let's say
Shato, can I come in a little bit? Okay.
You know the person himself couldn't follow
this person bringing the bad message to you. If you stop this person at wait, for example, right now, Russia is attacking Ukraine. Okay, yes. If the Ukrainians did not give Russian chance to start attacking them, how will they even know that Russia is their enemy? So the person bringing the bad message to you, if the person is even coming without even speaking, and you already stopped that person, how will you know that this person is your enemy? And then after you have to love this enemy as yourself.
I didn't understand that. Okay, for somebody to be your enemy, you have to know that he is your enemy. Because even your friend can be your enemy. Somebody can come as a friend, but he's an enemy. But you didn't know he was an enemy. So for you to know that this is my enemy, you have to also be aware. Okay, this is why he is my enemy. He wants to harm me. And then if I also want to harm him, okay, then you know it's your enemy. But because friends can become enemies and enemies can become friends. And the only way for enemies to become friends is sometimes by showing love. Okay, so the one coming to attack you, the Bible doesn't say because he said love your enemies, you should let somebody attack you just like that. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So when you have power over your enemy, when you have power over your enemy, you can show them love because you showing them love because now you have power over them. But it doesn't mean you should go and try to say, we are enemy. Russia is coming with a tank, with a bomb, and then Ukraine say we are Christians, so we are going to stay there. No, the Bible said go and arm yourself. The Bible is teaching you to arm yourself. The Bible doesn't say use the name of Jesus to protect yourself. The Bible,
that is exactly what I'm saying. That the Bible even saying this. The Bible, God Himself, did not follow this same thing that He's saying in the Bible. The Bible, exactly. God, there was a time He went to conquer people that were innocent. They had power over them. He did not love them. He did not show them mercy. He killed them just because He wanted their land for the people of Israel, not because the people have sinned. As if you have time, let's dig into the Bible. Let's understand that whatever the Bible is saying, has the Bible actually done accordingly to what the Bible is saying? Okay. Because you cannot tell me something and do the opposite. Even Jesus did not love his neighbors as himself. When the Canaanite woman came to Jesus, Jesus specifically told this woman that, look, woman, I was not sent to you. I was sent only to the lordship of the house of Israel.
And then what happened?
The food that the royals eat, we do not give it to the dogs to eat.
And
even
then what
Jesus
happened?
depicted this. And what happened?
And then what happened?
And the woman had to beg.
And then what happened?
And what happened?
Yes.
And the woman begged before Jesus actually granted her wish.
So Jesus did it. She did what she had to do, right?
The context of the message, if you say, you are in need and you come to my house, do I have to insult you as a dog before granting your wish?
That is an example, perfect example here. So when Jesus, the whole time Jesus was saying the sheep and the shepherd, you never had any problem. The wolves will join the sheep, you never have any problem. So at this particular time, why don't you take it as an idiom? Just like all the other verses.
No, it was not an idiom. Seto, this was not an idiom. Jesus told the Canaanite woman that the food that the royals eat, we do not give it to the dogs. Even if it's an idiom, it's not explainable.
Yes,
whatever context you put this message, it's an insult. Seto.
So you livestone, okay. For an example, maybe you have a brother, your own brother, who stole your money and then traveled abroad, okay? You told me this story, and I am saying, hey, am I saying your brother is an animal?
No, it's a boy no, that is an idiom that explains itself.
I used an animal. I didn't say you see, that is the logic here. So when the Bible,
no, that's not the logic. In this context, Jesus has depicted the character of a dog. Jesus said, the food that the royals eat, we do not give it to the dog.
The sayings of them. How do you know? Because the woman, she knew the story. She didn't feel offended. She knew that he's saying
no. She didn't feel offended because she was in need. So she told Jesus. She told Jesus, even after the royals have finished eating, the dogs will still eat the leftovers. That means the woman was willing to eat the leftover. The woman was a dog.
So life story. You see now. So according to we have to go according to the Bible. You see the context. There is many verses where animals are representing human beings in the Bible. Many verses that animals are used as a saying. The sheep, the wolves, the snakes, pythons.
Yes, because it explains the believers are sheep because they depict the character of a sheep. Why are they not goats? Because goats are stubborn. Goats will not actually sit down to actually be shepherded over. When you leave them, they scatter all around. Let's look at the character. Let's look at the character of a sheep. A sheep is actually like
Livestone. So you accept the Bible uses animals as to stand for people. It is not one time happen.
Example to explain to you how the people look like. And this is not the only time that the Bible has referred to human beings as dogs. In the Old Testament,
so when it comes to Ghana, when it comes to Ghana, when we're using our Kasakwan and all of these sayings, the majority of them is animal representative. We use animals to represent us. So
yes, Seto. when we are using animals in an idiom, it's either we explain the good part of the animal or we explain the bad part of the animal. That is idiom. When I say Seto, you have strength like the eagle. I'm using the good side of the eagle to explain you. But Seto, when I say you eat like a scavenger, when I say Seto, you are eating like a scavenger that eats on rubbish. Meaning, I'm depicting that you are dirty and you are eating on rubbish. The same way I'm telling you that you are strong like the eagle. So using the negative or the positive side of the animal to do an idiom, that is exactly what you are saying to the person. That is what I'm saying. The Bible, God, that was not the first time he ever used the character dog. In the Old Testament, God told the Israelites that they are not supposed to eat animals that are already dead. They are to sell it to the foreigners. In another verse, he told them those animals are good for nothing, but they should be fed to the dogs. It's simple. It's dogs that eat leftovers. So Jesus explaining this is a simple thing. So I don't understand what you are trying to explain here. Don't justify this. It's simple.
Okay. So Lifestone.
Yes.
Seto.
Yeah. Sweeney, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so I thank for it. Lifestone, you shout too much. Okay, you are waking my people up here. Lifestone, chill.
No, I need to shout. That's my voice. I talk on top of my voice when I'm teaching. I'm passionate about things that I talk about.
Calm down, okay?
Okay, I'm down.
Okay, so because my time is already has exceeded all long time ago. So you need to make your conclusion, okay? For the meantime, make your conclusion, and then we will see what we do have to do. Because I wanted to do like only 1 hour 30 minutes, and then look at where we are right now. 1 hour 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go.
have to do it. You have to do it part 3.
We have to. You see, I like, and then I like this kind of discussions. Okay, it doesn't always have to be like we have to always agree. And then I am just trying to present to people the other point of the thing. You can read it for yourself, and you can take it as it is. To my view, okay. If I read the verses and then I ask the Christian, the one who said they believe in the book, so that I can present to people, just like when I read the Quran, and then I go for the original source, the original meaning of how they understood it, so that I'll bring it to people to understand. So I cannot say, okay, because Lifestone is saying
when you read the Bible, you don't have your own explanation, but you go for the explanation of someone. How do you know the person telling you this is telling you the truth?
Yeah, because it gives you context. That is what I'm saying. You have examples in the Bible where the Bible is using animals for people the whole time. So how do you know this particular verse? He's calling this woman. He said, "We don't give this to dogs." How do you know it's not a saying? It's not an idiom. How do you know it is literally?
Because I accept it as an idiom in whichever way. It's just depicting the character of a dog. Seto, I said, be wise like the snake.
So, but I gave you an example about your brother. You said, doesn't mean your brother is an animal.
That is what I'm telling you, Seto. When I said, Seto, be wise like the snake, is it good or bad?
If it is an idiom, then I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at a particular time. I don't understand.
Seto, the reason why I'm using the snake in the context is because we know the snake is wise. Even the Bible says it that the snake is wise. So when I tell you, Seto, be wise like the snake, it means I'm using the good side of the snake. But Seto, when I say you are behaving like a dog eating on a rubbish, what does it mean?
And is it an idiom or is it an insult?
Yes, it's an idiom.
Yeah, so what does it mean? So that is
don't be. I'm depicting the character of a dog eating on a rubbish dump. It's simple. The same way I'm depicting the character of a snake being wise. So Seto, you are either the snake that was wise or you are the snake that is foolish. That is an idiom. It's explicit. Simple.
No, okay, that's why I cannot. You see now, because when we come to Ashanti, they have so many type of these languages, and with using animals, it's a lot. Go and ask Teacher Kojo, okay?
That is what I'm saying. Seto, the idiom is either meant.
Lifestone is okay. Let somebody speak, okay?
Lifestone, you're supposed to use chimpanzee. Chimpanzee is the wisest.
Suini, make conclusion, okay? I have to end the program now. Make the conclusion.
Yeah, okay. No, I just want to comment a little bit I think there were two callers. Probably they are Christians. They call in to argue and defend slavery, and even saying that in America the slave Bible somehow is non-existent. What I would just want to say, because we need to wrap up, is that this is a clear indication that the religion have done some damage to our what do you call it? It has done damage to us, because the way we think. Now you are actually defending someone enslaving your ancestors. You are defending it by saying that even some of the kings in Africa were also involved with slavery. That is cognitive dissonance, right? Because now you are actually you are a victim, right? Someone who has mistreated you. The police got him. Now you are telling the police, no, he used to treat me nice. He used to give me food, give me cold, what do you call it? Soft drinks and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's okay, even though he actually kidnapped me. That's exactly what the two callers were doing. Because it's a fact that the Europeans, they actually came to Africa, enslaved people, colonized Africa. Even till date, we are still under economical, I would say even a cultural colonization. We are still colonized culturally, spiritually, economically. So for someone, an African,
this conclusion, okay, because the time is up. Conclusion, please.
Okay, yeah, I would say that try to do part 3, maybe 4. Let's try to discuss, because this no, it's a very important topic, because this is something that, yes, it's not only Christianity. You also have Islam. It has the same problems, and then even our own culture. What are the benefits, right?
No, okay, it is true, and then we will also go atheist. Okay, because we, the atheist people, we are on the line, right? Japan, is it true, right?
No, you said
we would this dialogue about atheist ideology.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we are open. We are here.
Okay, so make a conclusion. You want to say something, 1 or 2 minutes, and then after that, Lifestone will give conclusion.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank you, Chateau, for giving us this platform. Sweeney, I'm greeting. This is my nephew. Sweeney is my nephew. Sweeney Jagwani. Yeah, and I'm greeting the Nigerian brothers. Lifestone, calm down. The debate, I've already won it. So you calm down, okay? You are second. Yeah, and I support the part 3. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I think you should do it.
We will do more discussion.
Yeah.
Because I think it is
So thank you very much. Thank you.
Lifestone.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
yeah, Seto, thank you for the program anyway, but this is what I will say to conclude. Let us not confuse the Bible with the New Testament. If you try to justify the whole Bible with the New Testament, this is what you are saying. You are telling us that the God in the Old Testament was not sensible, to the point that his son, Jesus Christ, came to teach the God in the Old Testament sense. So when Jesus came, before God realized that all these things that I was doing was not good. Now, because my son has come, let me change my attitude. That does not depict the character of a God. If Allah is doing the same thing, we'll talk about it. So let's dive into the Bible. Part 3 should happen. Let's explain the Bible. How the Bible supports slavery. Slavery is support right from the Old Testament to the time Jesus came and left. There's a lot of slavery verses in the New Testament that was even used more than the Old Testament. Yes, because the Old Testament slavery was actually directed to the Israelites. But in the New Testament, slavery was generalized for everybody, whoever you are. Slaves, be obedient to your human masters, even if they are harsh to you. Do it as if you are worshiping Christ. Because at the end you have reward. So we will dive into the New Testament and understand the concept of slavery, why we blame the Bible for this. Thank you very much, Seto. If I've offended anyone too, I'm sorry. And there are some Nigerian brothers who don't understand me. I can invite all of you to come to my platform, listen to what I have to say. And
you can announce your platform too, so that they will get it. Okay, maybe they will follow you then.
Yeah, these days I'm on Chronicles of Avraham Ben Moshe, so they can come there and actually listen to what the Bible and Quran has done to us.
Okay. Okay, so I'll also conclude right
Shato,
now.
I hope in the future you can do something about the atheism. Atheists, in future do something about us so that we can also come and flow some more.
But I don't know much. You see now, I don't know much about. I don't want to come here. So if you come as an atheist, you have somebody maybe who wants to dialogue or debate with you, and then we'll come all like here, and then we will discuss. If I didn't know anything,
okay, it's true, it's true. I understand, it's true. Okay,
but I can open the platform and then we will do this thing. I would prefer that will be Islam is here, Christianity is here, atheist is here, tradition, but we have to know somebody who have knowledge about the things, okay? And then we will all discuss.
Yeah, it's true, it's true.
We will never agree on all the points, but we can learn from each other, okay? So I will also conclude now. Thank you. I will take everybody out before somebody speaks again, okay? As usual, this is what CSF is. This is exactly what I prefer, okay? We as a community, we as Ghanaians, we as youth, okay, we can see certain things which we agree on and we don't agree on it. CSF, that is it. We don't have like Ben Moshe is not like God. Life stone is not like God to us. Like in Islam, when Muhammad says it is finance. No, but here we can agree and disagree. So at the end of the day, everybody is going to make his own decision and then choose what suits him or what will help him to live a better life. We see, we say we accept the truth wherever it comes from, okay? And then whether we like it or not, okay? So just like Lifestone has just given some verses. There are some verses in the Bible. When you read it, you say, oh, a God did this, okay? But we will talk about part 3. Let's say part 3, okay? But Suyini, I think these brothers, what they were saying before about the slavery, they said there was slavery existed way before even the Europeans, because one of them said we are blaming the Europeans for slavery the whole time, but slavery was there even before they came. The blacks were even slave. That is what he was saying, something like it. So slavery existed before the Europeans enslaved the blacks. That is what something he was saying, okay? Or I think so. So if that is true too, maybe you can educate us more about it. Was it true that the blacks, the Africans, they used to have European slaves or white slaves even before the white people came and enslaved us or something like this? And we can talk about this next time, okay? Seto SSK, let's end the conversation here. Even Ananom, okay? Male and Lions, the Lifestones make sense, okay? Even Ananom worship is a bomb. So we will talk about this topics later, because we have to make the platform exposed to, we can learn many things from here, not only about Islam, because we already know what Islam is, okay? It has nothing to do with worshiping God. Seto SSK, let's end the conversation here and then see you maybe tomorrow, okay? Even though I'm not sure I will be able to come live tomorrow because I'm working very late tomorrow, okay? So I'll just end the conversation here. Seto SSK, thank you, bye-bye.
Hey, this one your phone call the ring. And that your serious girlfriend, now they ping you. Now that girl where you promise Belle, where you give Belle, don't follow how, give her money, now ain't done they ring you. Alpha, what's up, what's good too? Hi mommy, what's the name? Talk to me, boo. This one you dey smile, be like say you get boyfriend. I like girls like you, get boyfriend. So that I go toast them from back of their boyfriend. Then later we go day bed and you go forget say you get a boyfriend. What's good? How you dey be? If I toast you now, be you self go agree. I be make I leave you, I dey worry you. No worry, something will come out if you follow me gone, but it's so tough now. As about you, they go there. Your serious boyfriend go day there. if I come there, you go day there. Me and you supposed to day here. You go day clear when you day here. I go treat you like baby, we go day for daycare. But make I still leave you. Make I come out, make you no be like say your boyfriend dey vex, say somebody don't they toast you. Make I let her travel. Now so you be my man. You know say that girl deserve a fine man. And for me to try calm, I be her kind man. No be like say I dey scoop am, I no come to wine am. And I like am. See as God design am, front side, back side. You say go like am. If to say no be you be driver for this guy, for don't collect a number, start to call the try calm. How far? Bad guy, you get the scoop. Bad guy, what's up? You get the scoop. I no travel, but make I sit down here, you know. I want to sit down with my guy. Where you want to go? What's up, brotherly? You say you dey travel go? Oka. Okay, you want come up for Port Harcourt, go Oka. Because also know the workers now. What make you japa? Alpha, gist me. What make you want to put the worker? You want go make money, so you mean say for Port Harcourt they know they make money. Just look at me, now Port Harcourt I make money, it's sure for me. And if you just put eye down, it's sure for you. So that you go get like 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, get milli. No be where you dey hustle, na ain't be the matter. Now how you dey take hustle, na ain't really matter. So if you dey put 1 + 1, then turn to 2, then your hustle will start to get like 1 or 2. Aye baby, make I let you go, Abi. Yeah, I wish you safe journey, my G. I just come, make a freestyle for you, based on how you call the beat. This one wish you know they look us, she no send us. Baby, what's up? You know send us. She the shy guy, me I be fine guy. Don't be like say I come here to collect you from your guy. Turn now, look at this beauty. If I no check you, I go feel guilty. I go call you honey, then you go they call me sweetie. See as I the rap for, I'm the thing not start to sweet you. As she the shine teeth, I swear me I like her. I for putting for her finger, cuckoo Wi-Fi. Nigeria no go fit her because of the dreadlock. You know I will carry her go. Na Jamaica. Alpha, mommy, waiting me the name again. If I date you, no go remain the same again. How much you pay for the car? Make I pay, make you collect your money, just keep the change again. I want show something, make you know say me I serious. If to say get money, I come out you for this bus. Put you for motor, we go keep you so luxurious. Hope say they no go carry you, make you day two for front. Only you deserve to stay for front. Only you deserve to catch the cruise. Only you deserve to sit down like this, make bouncer, then day back, just they wind your things. People then they watch us. Hey, why these people then they watch us now? Because of say they don't understand what thing that they tell you. But if I handle you, then body I go tell you. You see me online, you saw me online, then this is the second time where you go see me offline. Cause this time, now real life, where you see me this time. In case of next time, comment when you see me online because it makes sense. Make you the job comments online, talk nice things about this guy where you see offline. Cause I try Abi, and I too sabi. She the freestyle and the drop, she bad Abi. She the sweeter for her body, she the smile Abi. It remains when she come back, she no go again. So you won't collect my number. Me I get pipe for my boxers like plumber. Me I get pipe for my boxers like plumber. Me I go fit give you like bumper to fender. You go send your boyfriend back to the sender. Something to remember. Me I too much. Sometimes my brain they fit touch, but I just they talk make it sweet us. As you they go, I cover you with blood of Jesus. Look I just move. I they catch cruise. I they won't do like 1 or 2. Okay, come now. Who you the point for 2? Who you want make you meet? Where you won't go do? Your manager won't see me. In the fancy